It's time to rock and roll. It is time for more colony survival. We're here in the 0.9 amazing, huge, massive update of colony survival, and we're absolutely having an amazing time so far with all the little tweaks and changes that they did. It's basically all a new game. Now, these guys finally decided to harvest the wheat. Our meal count is going up. We're back up to 19, even though it was pretty dangerous at the end of last day because we were pretty much out of food. But we got 22, 10 berry meals, 12 wheat krull. So we're laughing about that now. It was just just a bad dream, but it's all been taken care of now. I am going to be spending a little bit of skill points. Well, colony points, no, meals. We're spending meals, no skill points. I've got all my games here mixed up, but I'm going to recruit one new guy. And we're going to go and get him onto the forester's job. Yes. And the other one can come off of the woodcutter. We don't need a woodcutter at the moment. Both of you go chop down all the trees. Once the trees are down, you can go back and you can cut them into planks and everything else. All right, let's have a quick peek how our miners are doing down here. Up. There we go. Okay, so this one's working on the stone rubble. We've got 2 on clay. We've got 3 on clay. That's why we have such a high amount of clay. But the one singular guy for the copper is pretty much keeping up with all the others. You guys don't even have a torch here. You're working in the dark. That's just plain rude. There we go. At least now... There we go. So at least you guys can see a little bit. All right, back up to the surface. Now, this is exactly what I meant in the last episode. So they're harvesting the wheat and then straight away they're sowing again. Now, because of this gradual process, that also means that they are going to be maturing or aging again gradually. So now they pretty much have a consistent job because it takes about 24 hours for it to grow, I think. So these guys have a little bit to do here in the morning tomorrow, and then the rest of this should have been fully grown again for them to continue there. Now, we still got 4 guys on berries, so we're well and good there. And the berry meals are slowly increasing, and we're still having a nice amount of wheat come in, so we're all good and gravy on that side too. Which means we can now slowly start to look at the next stage. Look at that, they're cooking up more meals. Beautiful. What do we have here in our science? So pottery we can easily do. Let's complete that. So we want to get pottery stations. Then we need to get the water gatherers. Yeah, so the next thing that we need to research is the merchant's hub. Only once we have that, we're going to be able to get the follow-up technologies, which is the grocery shop. Porridge, okay, that is one. Water pumping, that is okay, because we can, and that's something that we might actually start to work on now, is we might get water into our colony, which is not even that difficult. It is more time consuming. So if we're going to do that here... Alright, so let's just take this down. And how many blocks do we need to go down? So we're currently on this level, so that is 1, 2, 3, the 4th block. Do I do that right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay, so the 4th block down is going to give us water. All right, 1, 2, 3. This one should give us water. Now, I want to do that a little bit careful. So let's just dig in as far as we need to. And then let's just get ourselves a singular block of water coming in. There we go. So now we plug you up. There we go. And let's plug you up. That was not the smartest move. There. Now we can plug you and you. So like this we can get ourselves just a singular block of water and be an absolute idiot about it. You know what? Flood it. Flood the place. Go for it. Alright, so now we're going to be plugging this again. There we go. We put grass there. And we pretend this never happened because it never happened. Yeah, you had... Actually, I picked up sand. Let's put back the sand. There, you sand and you sand. Look at that. Nobody ever knows that we were even here. All right, let's have a look. Do we have the water here now? We do have the water here. And then let's crouch down. Can we plug you? All right, so now we've got a singular block of water, which is good. And from here, we can now do what needs to be done. So we can expand it a little bit in this direction. There we go. And then let's put a block here on. Can I jump up, please? Yeah, thank you. All right, so we've got some water here. And we can now just fill this in again. There. I mean, it is for us to know that we have the water there. And then we can start building what we need to build. Because I do want to have a little bit of a building down here. And we have... Did we get the water gathering already? Let's go to our tinkerer's table where we can actually see that. I'm all over the shop today. Wheat gruel, water gatherer. Orders a colonist to work here as a water gatherer must be placed next to water to function, which is okay. Now we need a pottery station in order to get ourselves the pots that are needed for the water gatherer. And we need 2 pots for them to make the water gatherer. So, yeah, that's kind of going to be a vicious circle. So we first need to get the pottery station up and running. Okay, so I've done a little bit of carving out here. It may look like it makes a lot of sense right now, but I've got a plan in mind. We're going to have ourselves a little water gatherer's building. And for that, I'm going to need a few things here as resources. I just need to make sure that everybody here is in line with us. Now, I want a few more. But we're out of firewood. All right, so maybe... it is about time that we get our foresters to come back and do what they need to do. So you put this one in place. Exactly. All right, so now I'm going to go and manage jobs. And I say foresters goes to -1. And woodcutters goes up. There we go. That guy's now a woodcutter, which is okay because the other guy still has some work to do. So it actually took out the right guy. All right, so let's start off with this. Let's get ourselves 60 firewood. And then after that, you can continue crafting everything else. Yep, 200 planks. How are we looking here for planks? 173. So it's actually not too bad. And then for you... let's actually get you up. Well, let's do 80 for now. 80 mud bricks should do the trick, at least for now. And then, I think I saw there the pottery bench come in. Job blocks. Oh, the job blocks actually went up. All right. Don't know why that is, but I don't really mind. So the furnace, we have 1 miners. We've got a couple. Pottery station. All right, so that is the only one that we do not have right now. Let's get you right here. Let's have a look. What do you make? Earthenware, pot, empty. All right, and you're also pot. So what's the difference between? Needs clay planks and pot water. Alright, so these ones go first. Now, there's already 10 on there, which is good. Stone tools, copper tools. Okay, so do I have enough meals to hire someone for this? I think we do. There we go. We have no more spare beds, but we still have 30 meals. So we're absolutely golden there. That guy's enjoying his wheat gruel. Yeah. Listen, wait the 2 farmers. Let's have a look, because I think Mickey and Mouse here are standing around doing not a whole lot. No, but soon the next batch here should start to be fully grown. Or, I mean, worst case scenario, it will be tomorrow morning. But at least now, slowly, there's a cycle in there. And they're not just standing around doing absolutely nothing for the majority of the day. Alright, so as these guys are headed off to bed, I run into a problem. So here, the log wall, we make that with tempered logs. Now, my guys over there, the foresters, they're only producing the taiga logs, which is slightly colder. which means, I mean, on this side, I can clearly see that there is tempered logs. Let me quickly harvest the tree just to make sure, but I think they're tempered logs that we get from here. Yes. All right, so maybe we want to put ourselves a singular forester here. Forester, there we go, and you go from here. We'll just give you a little... How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I will probably do it as such. So we put you here. It's going to be 3. And then we'll put you... Alright, 6. Alright, so I need to fill in that until there. Just want to make sure, you know, that we are well standard as to where we want it, and then we do it 6 wide. See, that's just too large. But we can do a 6 by 16, which is the same as a 6 by 15, because the one block is not going to make a difference. All right, so let's put one there. Let's have a look if we're going to get tempered logs from this guy. Because if not, then the exercise is useless. But if it is, then it's going to be good to have another one running around here. Now let's give him a little bit of an area where he can get in and out. Like so. There we go. So we need to keep in mind we've got 2 spots open now. And we'll just give him the same indicator that we did on the other side here as well. There we go. And then, of course, we want to put a torch on top. There we go. Just to make sure, you know, that we can see when it comes in. All right, so I'm going to need to hire somebody for that as well. It is 1 o'clock in the night. I'm going to wait, as usual, until 4 o'clock in the morning. And then we will hire a new person. All right, 4 o'clock in the morning. Rise and shine, sunshines. Let's go and recruit a singular person, which, oh yeah, we cannot do because, we do not have any beds, but luckily enough, there we go, we'll put you here, that can all go back into there. Let's plop down an additional 6 beds, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, I don't want to add any more, because if I add more, then we're going to hit our threshold for the threat level. But I can now at least recruit the one guy who needs to go over to the other side. Now, with 31 meals ready to go, I am fairly confident in managing the jobs and just to enable all. And then we'll just hire an additional 2. There we go. All right, meal count down to 22, but that's okay. Let's have a look what this guy is actually going to be plopping out. If he's going to go on his merry way, at least I hope. I mean, the guy has a long walk to go. Let's actually give him a crate right there, so he doesn't have to walk all the way back there to the banner area in order to pick up his stuff and drop it off. Hi, buddy. Now, tempered logs, please. Tempered. Yeah, the same trees you see here, these ones, or these ones, that is what you need to grow. Where did it go? Really? That was the most efficient path that you could find? Go up the hill and then that... Never mind. Never mind, just do you. Alright, so here we go. Now, I've got my pockets aligned with the stuff that we're going to need. That's going to be a crate here. And... are we going to be utilizing this side as well? Might as well. There we go. One more crate on that side. Now, then we've got the mud bricks, which is going to go all the way nice like that. And... this is going to annoy me, so we will take this out as well. Now, I kind of didn't want to touch because this is our mode. So maybe... yeah, we'll just move everything 1 block further over. It just makes more sense. So then we need you here and you there, please. Which is okay, because I wanted to do this anyways. There we go, look at that. Looks all nice and beautiful. Alright, so one goes here, then one goes there. We'll just plug this up again. Never happened, nobody saw anything. There, see, still same as it was before. Then here we're going to be putting our beautiful mud bricks. I really do like the texture of them. They look really, really cool. There we go. And that goes up here. And here we're going to be filling this in. Yes, yes. Yeah, I love the building here in Colony Survival. It's refreshing. It is nice that you can build nice and fast. The textures are nice. And most of all, I would nearly say the most important part for me, there is no structural stability, which for me is really a big thing because I managed to collapse everything if you're not careful. Alright, so you go here, then we take this one out and that goes there. Look at that, so we've got a nice walkway to go in. Now we put some wood flooring here and here as well. That makes sense. Now I think I have the jaw blocks for the water gatherer. There we go, there's one of them only, but that is more than enough. And you then stand there, so you can pick up the water and put them in there. And I go for a quick swim, but that's okay. Alright, so that is all done and dusted. Do want to take these ones out as well and just put that up to mud bricks. Now, I don't really like that. Yeah, this is nicer, so we have a nice place to come into. Yes, yes. Okay, then we get ourselves some more mud bricks, because we have a few more. And we just shield you off. There we go. Now, we got a little bit of space left here, which is kind of okay. But there we go. That's where the water gatherer can stand. Now, did we get our quarter blocks? We did too. All right, so you guys can go back in here. And the rest of the wood flooring, yeah, all that can go in. Not exactly how I had it in mind. And not exactly the color I had in mind either. But, wait, it works. I think we're going to replace those ones with light ones later on. But for now, it will definitely do the trick, right? This looks nice. Now, the day is pretty much over. I think the guys are already on the way back, but I do quickly want to hop over to our good friend here and have a look if we can see what kind of trees that he's put in. Because I think these ones look different from the ones that we have over there. At least I hope so. Well, you guys will be able to better tell because for you the editing is literally a snip of the fingers. For me, I had to walk over here, so I don't remember, but I don't know. I have a feeling that they're going to be different, which is going to be a real good thing. Now, total meals were up to 45. So our little setup for food, I know a lot of the first episode was focused on getting the food and getting the wood and all that up and running. But it is kind of important because if we don't do that, we're going to end up with a much bigger problem. Now, we do have the wood flooring that is slowly getting made here. You are on group 2 for the wood flooring. We only have it on 20. Well, we only have 10 at the moment, but let's increase this to, yeah, let's do 60. These ones can go to 0. Let's get you up to 40 because I didn't really like the other ones. And then once you're done with this, that can actually go to middle priority. Let's get ourselves 20 torches in stockpile fix as well. The other guy is dealing with the firewood. You are working with this. Yeah, the problem is we don't have any more of the tempered logs. Actually, we do have a few in stockpile, 15. They're probably the ones that I put there, but let's see. And what else do we have? Yep, I think we're pretty much good and golden here. So I do want to start putting down a couple of buildings. I also want to have a look that we get some pathways going. Now, we've got enough copper ingots to make this move. We can move to the copper stage, but that's going to increase our monster threat. So maybe it is time. We have 2 slings, so we need to increase our slings. We need to increase our night guard blocks as well. So let's do that. Let's get 10 of these guys. 4 day. We don't need them yet, but let's get them ready. Let's work on having 200 of these and always 20 slings. What do you take? Nothing. And you just need stone rubble. Alright, so they're relatively easy to start working on. Now that means I need to close off this one. And we need to start building our proper entrance and exit. Now, we do need to keep in mind that our good friends, the colonists, are going to have to take the same path. So they're going to be not too thrilled about whatever we're going to be planning on building. But wait, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's for their own safekeeping during the night, right? Alright, so normally I would say I would like to have everything just be a log and not have the difference between tempered and taiga. Now, since right now we actually do have the difference, let's get you up to 200 and let's stop making any logs from the tempered. Now, let's quickly run on over. Let's see if any of our trees up here grew. Yes, and they are tempered logs. Good. Yep, they're tempered logs. So here is tempered, over there is taiga. So there is indeed a difference, which is a good thing. So now we've got the two separate logs. These ones are solely going to be for our building projects. Like we need to have the log walls and all that. That's going to be done from the tempered logs, and everything else will be coming here from the taiga logs. Nice. Oh yeah, we did put the water gatherer there, but I don't think that we actually hired somebody for the job, did we? No, we did not. Do we actually have any pots? So we've got the two water gatherer job blocks, which is good, and we've got one empty pot at the moment. Now, we need water pots for a lot of things. Wheat crawl. Okay, so we don't need too many of the water yet. Let's quickly hop on over and... yeah, let's just recruit the guy. I mean, we've got the space, we've got the food. Might as well get the guy coming over and start working on getting us some water. Now, let's have a look. It says 20. Let's put it on 100. Always have 100 water. I think that should definitely be doing the trick. So when we do need more water, that we're going to be good to go. Now, these ones need water in order to make. Now, I don't know what we're using them for. Maybe they're just for selling. But, alright. So, then we need to start working on our defenses. How are we looking with our flooring is okay. We've got some planks. Now with 4 times the volume of logs. Alright. I don't mind that. So let's take our banner. This our banner block? It is our banner block. That is good. Alright, so now how do we want to do this? Because I want to get some decent defenses going. Alright, so that would make them walk in there. And now the only way that was really going to work is if we start walling this off. There we go. So like that, they are forced to go down where we want them to go. Alright, so I think I figured it out. We're going to need a little bit more in planks in order to make it work, or potentially you might actually replace part of this structure with the mud bricks, because I think that's going to look really, really cool. So these climbs are going to be walking up here and then going to go down here. Once they are down here, they have to go all the way through the maze. And once they're through our maze, this is where they will have a block. There we go. That will allow them to come out, and then they can go for the banner. Now, we are going to start off with having multiple archers and, well, slingshot guards, night guards, whatever, lined on this side. Same for that side. So they're starting with coming through here. Now, this pit is where the majority of them already will, unfortunately, leave this exercise. Then, once we get to the next stage, what we will do is we will up here add another barrier with guards. Like so. Yeah, for now we'll just do it like this. So once they're up here, for example, one here, this guy can cover quite a lot from here. And that all the way on this side. And then if need be, we can even do the same again here. So we would go right up here. Let's give ourselves a block to get up. There we go. And we will do the same thing again here. Now, potentially one further block back, just to make sure that we have a sufficient space. All right, let me work on that. So then it would be on this side. Which I think will make sense. There we go. Yeah, that looks definitely good. And then it's just going to be part of our defense walls. And that makes sense. Yeah, I'm going to like that. Alright, so I went ahead and upgraded all of this to the mud bricks, and I honestly have to say it does look a lot better, a lot cooler, really like a little bit of an entrance. Now, of course, we're going to be building further expansions onto it, and it's going to be really, it's going to be Fort Duck at the end. But I also continued and prepared for a little bit of psychological warfare. So once they go in here, it is literally green all over until they make it all the way through here where they can hop out. This is for now, this is the testing grounds, because eventually I want to build pretty much the same thing like a maze, but in the general vicinity here, and we'll just expand it as we need to go. Then also, once we expand our banner reach, this walkway is going to get longer, because right now our banner ends exactly here. So these guys are not even standing in the safe areas, but then again, because it is connected to here, we should be okay. Now, once we expand our banner, this safe zone is going to be a little bit further out, which means we're going to have this walkway as long as well. So there's going to be more guards, and eventually what we then also will do, let me get the mud bricks out. No, these ones are actually the planks. Yeah, let me use that to get up. Alright, so then this could be the next stage here, where we will have the crates here, and then again here another arrow guy or slingshot guy, and that way we can actually gradually expand our defenses in multiple directions, because at the end of the day there's only one entrance, and that's the one they're going to have to take. Let me get back inside. So with this I'm quite happy at the moment. Let's see, we have 0 slings, but we do have the 10 night slinger blocks. So let's get one here, one there. Let's start off with that, and then let's do another one straight here and there. So that's going to be the 4. That should definitely be doing the trick now. We do have the need for slings, so we really need to get it up. Now, the sling bullets were kind of okay, but we're lacking on the slings. Now, here I also did a little bit of preparations for potential setup of the bench that we could put up here, but I don't think we're going to. So, for now, I'm just going to put that back in with grass. There, and since we don't have any torches, let's grab ourselves a few. Let's get all of this stuff back in here, and the torches go back here on slot number 1. Alright, so we'll put a torch here, and one here, and let's do one there. And just for symmetricality reasons, yeah, it just does not work. It just doesn't work. And that doesn't work either. So how about we put you here, and we put you there, and we pick you up. Does that work? Meh-ish. There, that's better. All right, there we go. So now we at least have ourselves a little bit of a proper entrance. I put a little bit of walls up here, so once they drop inside the pit, they really have to crawl back out here, go out, all around and about, and try it again from here. And this still remains the same. They have to go all the way through the maze, which turns you dizzy, and there's psychological warfare in order to get up and about with all the green. Now, these ones are... I really do not like the dark brown ones, but, well, we made them, so we might as well put them to use. So, these guys are making us some slings. That is good. We still have 0, though. Do we have some now? No. I mean, I can see them make slings. Why do we not have slings? Or is it just they're making them, but they didn't put them inside the box yet? Maybe that's the thing. There we go. So now we've got a number of slings. That is good. So yeah, that's really the start of Fort Duck here. And we're going to be pulling that wall all the way around. Now, that's going to be the inner keep. And then after we have done some upgrading here with the colony points, the banner safe zone, 35, 40. I probably will push it to 50 blocks. And once we're at 50 blocks, we'll put a nice big wall outside. And then we have an inner keep and an outer keep. But I think this is going to do the trick just fine for the first couple of zombie waves that we're going to get in. But that we're going to be finding out in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, please do remember to hit that like button. And of course, if you want to see more colony survival, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next one.